This story is called North, The Amazing Story of Arctic Migration by Nick Dowson, illustrated by Patrick Benson. At the very top of our world is a huge wild place called the Arctic. Here in winter, the sun sinks away, blizzards fill the darkness, and even the seas freeze deep. Then the Arctic is like an icy desert. Only animals like polar bear and Arctic fox with coats of fur to keep the cold away can stay alive. But when spring comes, bringing back the sun with light and warmth, the Arctic changes. Across its frozen seas, tiny algae begin to bloom on the undersides of ice, coloring it golden brown, while on land, plants creep up through the melting snow, turning the tundra green. For now, fox and bear search for food alone, but not for long. Soon visitors will come. Each year in spring, many kinds of animals travel to the Arctic. They come because they know there will be lots to eat and space to feed and breed and roam in. From right across the world, millions risk everything to fly, walk, or swim here. It is the greatest journey on Earth. Some of the first to leave on their journey are gray whales. This one is young. Water slides over her barnacled head as she glides through the blue of a Mexican lagoon, over crabs of sand, past boats and other whales, and out into the cold roll of the Pacific Ocean. For 8 long weeks, she'll swim north without feeding. Past Los Angeles, San Francisco, Vancouver Island, Anchorage, and into the Arctic Circle. 5,000 miles the gray whales swim, but these birds travel twice as far. From Antarctica in March, at the southern tip of the world, terns are on their way. Unlike the gray whales, they feed as they go. Their sharp eyes see sudden twists of silver and they dive. Above them, bigger birds wait. These jaegers bully terns to steal their fish, bully them all the way to the Arctic. They're bullying them here. Other birds, too, are getting ready to head north. Before takeoff, they fuel up to fly. On a sheltered New Zealand shore, a pair of bar-tailed godwits sink their bills into the silt to search for insects, shrimp, and shellfish. Snow geese grub a stubble field in Mexico for grains of wasted corn. At the edge of a Chinese lake, white cranes graze. Their long legs step like ballerinas. Their huge bills tear up roots to eat. Some fly, some swim, while others walk the journey north. These pregnant caribou have left the dark Canadian forests where they wintered. As they trek through deep snow and cross cold, swollen rivers, their coats of hollow hair keep them warm and help them to swim. Gray wolves slink after them, watching for weakness, hoping a lame one might make a meal. When the herd nears the sea, 400 miles farther north, there will be fresh leaves and shoots to eat. Safe on higher ground, the caribou will calve. Not far away, a month-old Pacific walrus calf slides after his big blubbery mother into the cold April sea. She'll lead him slowly up the coast of Alaska, hungry for shellfish from the Arctic Ocean's floor. Smaller swimmers, too, fill the northern seas. After spawning, this silver herring shoal heads north to feed on clouds of blooming plankton. With bright scales like mirrors, they swerve together, fin to fin. Behind them drift their fry. Trillions of tiny fish carried by the current in the May Norwegian Sea. And gray tusked narwhal whales, strange as fairy tales, join the journey north to Spitsbergen. There's the narwhals. By late May, travelers crowd together near the very top of the world, where even the coldest frozen seas are melting. Ice sheets crack and split, and bowhead whales break up the slabs with their thick, bony skulls. New sea lanes teem with creatures streaming north as far as they can go to reach their journey's end. It's summer in the Arctic. All day and night, the summer spreads light, warming soil and water. Tundra flowers glow rainbow bright. The calm air hums with summer bees, and mosquitoes rise like smoke from shining pools. New life is everywhere. But then September comes, the days grow shorter, sunlight dims and winds begin to blow. While young terns and goslings, cranes and godwits test their wings, whales and walrus are filling up with food. Soon all the visitors will journey south, back to where they winter. Ice stills the sea, snow fills the land, winter grips the Arctic once again. New polar bears and fox, musk ox and the Arctic hare roam the frozen night alone, but not for long. Always the sun comes, warming back in spring, and once more around the world, the wild migration will begin for the greatest journey on Earth. There's the North Pole, the Arctic. This is a look from down on top of the globe, the Earth. North America starting down here in the top left.